Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming, and subbing to me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you to the Let's Play episode of Heroes Advent, Max's Path. So before we jump into it, just want to let y'all know that our Patreon is now for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming Not Safe for Work videos. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Where are we at? We're right there. Okay. Alright. Wow. God, has it really been like 10 days since I played this?
Well done, everyone. This concludes today's training session. An excellent display of skills, Cassian. In combat, you shone brightly like our guardian crystal.
You speak too highly of me, ma'am.
Nonsense! You've grown quite a bit in such a short period of time. To say I'm proud of you would be no overstatement. Keep up the good work, and together with your companions, you will vanquish any obstacles in your path. Now that my duty as supervisor for today's session is over, you're free to spend the rest of the day as you see fit. Just remember to rest well and properly prepare for tomorrow's trip.
Tomorrow's trip? Psst, Cassian. We're going to the Akai, remember? None of us can really discuss this out loud, understood?
Oh, right. I suppose that saves me the trouble of divulging your plan. Thank you, Max. Other than your team, only I and Alaric know about it after all. That's why I regrettably cannot be there to see you off. So allow me to give you all my blessings instead. Ubicumque in iter vestrum, semper illuminat nostra patronus viam vestrum. Ordini prosperita.
Ordini prosperita.
Stay safe, everyone, and please take care of each other, especially in these unprecedented times.
Understood, ma'am.
Good. I'll be taking my leave then. Casa Flore Advenio.
As soon as Alyssa uttered a giant petal materialized from the ground, enveloped her before vanishing in a matter of seconds.
Whoa, did she just...
Teleportation magic, huh? Fancy stuff.
Huh. Can any of you guys teleport?
Nope. If I could, that'd take care of a lot of the traveling for me. Yep, ain't that the truth.
So, is it just a sage thing, then? Not quite. Teleportation is not exclusive to just sages, but it is quite rare otherwise. Not everyone can harness that ability in a safe or stable manner. It is fascinating how Lady Alyssa does it, though. Yeah, now that you mention it, she's kind of casting a spell? Right, a bit more in line with incantations, uttered in classical Polarian.
Huh, that was classical speech? I met and spoke with people from the old capital before, they sound nothing like that.
Well, this is just an educated guess, so take it with a grain of salt, if you will. But that's maybe because her intonation is what classical speech from back then actually sounded like. Whereas people from Magna Polaria use the restored classical pronunciation, that might explain the stark differences.
There you go, water time, or coffee time. Uh-huh, I didn't know that. You really know a lot about these things, huh, Alex?
Just knowledge I picked up from the side.
So, what now? Well, you all heard Lady Spring loud and clear. We're to carefully prepare for tomorrow's trip.
We need to stay as the same group she designated as well.
Right, there's that. I think I'll get back to the Sky Garden. Gotta tend to it before we set out. Actually, can you help me with the getting fresh vegetables for tomorrow? Sure, I can handle that. Can also throw in some medicinal herbs for you too if you want. That'd be great. The herbs from your garden are pretty high in quality, actually. Oh yeah? I do give them decent attention on the side. I guess they turned out well since I got no complaints last time you asked for some.
Last time?
Yup. Remember the medicines I gave you the other day?
Oh.
I think I'll check the marketplace for our meat supply. Sounds good. What about you, Alex?
I'll be heading back to the lab to do more equipment check. You?
Guess I'll also go to the market district. You might need camping tools and survival kits. Probably should visit the blacksmith while I'm there. Well, looks like everybody's got places to be. Shall we head out then? Yep, the sun's already getting high up. We've no time to waste, guys. Good hunting.
As everyone promptly went on their ways, you tagged along with Max and Alex to the aforementioned place.
Let's head to the market district first then. I need to buy supplies for the trip.
Sure, let's go. Well, what are you going to buy, Max?
Make sure we have enough supplies to last for 2 days.
Oh, Make sure we have enough supplies to last for 2 days.
Yeah, don't worry, I do keep that in mind. Besides, it's nothing too complicated. Just some fire starters, tents, and some durable boxes.
Durable boxes?
Yep, so I can turn into ice boxes by freezing them.
What about sustenance?
Cody's in charge of that. He'll be bringing his own cooking supplies. Ah, and that just reminds me, I still have the same camping mattresses we had back then.
Are they still usable, though?
Yeah, I already checked them before leaving this morning. They should be fine for the 2 days ahead.
Does that mean you still have the tents from back then, too?
I do, but I had to throw them out because they were all in shambles since we hadn't used them in so long.
What a shame.
You guys used to go camping together? Naturally, our assignments could last for days in the wilderness, so we'd need tents.
Well, either way, you probably already know where to buy these things, so lead the way.
Yeah, let me start with this merchant here. Max then went ahead to ask around at different vendors for the camping supplies. Coffee time.
I can smell my mate getting things ready.
Alex seemed to have his eyes on something else instead. Ooh, is this? Oh, gotta keep getting the voice mixed up.
Ooh, is this?
Found something interesting, Alex.
Yes, this is the newest model for the energy siphon. We can easily store magi in these and recharge our devices.
Oh, that's neat, but can't we just use our magic, Alex? You used to charge all your devices back then, after all. Wait, so you're telling me that Alex is a portable charger? Basically. We used to have him hold several cables at once so he could charge multiple things in one go.
Well, I don't do that anymore, I'm afraid. I need to reserve my magic for experiments only.
What sort of experiments?
The ones that improve our endorsed device and contraptions that you guys use day to day. Duh.
Okay, fair enough. What sort of stuff did you guys tend to use back in the day? Oh, all sorts of things. Stuff that scientists and tinkerers like Alex work on would get field tested by mercs a lot.
Ooh.
Did you guys ever use anything like the crystal phone Alex made?
Cassian, you do realize that is one of my most recent prototypes, yes? Older gadgets often don't get to enjoy the improved size and handling capability.
Which means everything is pretty bulky and often requires one man in the team to carry a backpack worth of it.
That's right. Communication equipment and some form of magi dissonance sensor are a standard issue for expedition squads.
Radar dishes. Rye technically can sense things like that, but he usually moves ahead of the pack and the radar would go out of range.
This air flowing. Oh, God, this air is flowing all the way over here and not on me. Okay.
I'd say he's the most helpful when doing recon and scouting ahead for the team.
That's where I'd come in. I supply the gadgets with power, also charging some of our throwing weapons if needs be.
Ooh, like the one you used just now?
Yes.
So, are you gonna buy those, Alex?
Of course, I can pay for these myself. You worry about your own supplies.
Alright then, I'm almost done anyway. You guys head on to the smith and I'll catch up. You and Alex moved on to the blacksmith. Just mere moments afterwards that Max caught up with you as you all headed out inside. He saw an elderly avian and his orca assistant working at the forge and furnaces. Good day, sir. Ah, Kalen, we got customers. Oh, okay. You need any help over here? Nope. I just tend to them folks. I'll just tend to them folks here. I got this. Yes, sir. The orca left his station and walked towards your group. Good day. What do you need? Maintenance or buying new gear? Maintenance, please. Max took his crossblade bow off his shoulders along with other side equipment and passed it over the counter. Second, no. Coffee time. Anything of yours need maintenance, Alex?
Huh? No, of course not. My gadgets don't require conventional maintenance anyway, unlike your crossbows that always need to zero in after a while. With that said, some of the crystal capacitors do need recalibrating for optimal performance.
So, should we go to our artificer then?
What do you take me for, Max? I can fix my own inventions.
Are you sure?
Don't believe me. Who was the one that handled all the calibration for you guys back then?
That was you, but that was also years ago.
Seriously, don't worry about it. I do recalibrations on the regular.
Well, alright then. I'll take your word for it.
As you should.
So what about you, Cassian? Me? I don't know about any of this, to be honest. It's simple, lad. It's simple, lad. You got any armament or body armor that needs maintaining, we'll take care of it. We'll take care of that for you. Armament? You mean like my sword here? You were about to unsheath that sword that Alyssa gave you, but then you felt both Max and Alex tapping against your back. Oop! Sword, you say? Nah, it's fine. He just got this recently. No need for repairs just yet, right? That's true, but just so you know, some smiths tend to forge weapons and sell them as is without proper first-hand polishing. Even if the sword is new, it can still be maintained if that's what the lad wishes, of course. Well, he got the sword from the guild, so don't worry about it. Ah, that explains it then. All right. So, how's my gear? Give me a moment, sir. As the Orca examined Max's equipment, you breathed a sigh of relief as the smith finally got off your case about the sword. You wondered if the two stopped you because they didn't want others to know about how special the sword is, or if it risked them destroying it. All right. I see no noticeable deformities. Just some wear and tears from long-time use. Maintenance will be 5 silver, please. Sure, here you go. Max put 5 silver coins onto the counter, which the Orca swiped into a pouch and tucked it away. Thanks, sir. I'll be back. The Orca promptly took his equipment away towards the workbench and went back to work right away. Meanwhile, the avian blacksmith seemed to be taking a break as he walked over to the counter. Sir. Bit embarrassing to say, but the heat's starting to get to me. Huh. Say, you're a lot of Cody's friends, right? That's what he's calling himself these days, is it? Yes, we're his friends, sir. Do you know him personally, sir, or... Just call me Arvin. I suppose we go way back. He's a regular here. I used to supply him with good gear, and he'd help with food and rations. That sort of arrangement. Huh. Right. Thank you for your service to the city and the guild, sir, Sir Arvin. Ah, no need for them fancy terms, son. I'm just doing my part as every man should. Stay a while and listen. Might be old, but I ain't fully out of commission just yet. Long as I can still supply folks with equipment, that's another day and willing to wake up and get to work. We appreciate your time and effort, sir. There you go. Water time? Or coffee time? Alright, let's lash the coffee down. Power on next 2 minutes. Arvin stepped away as Kalen returned with Max's equipment. After giving them a thorough check, Max gave the Orca his approval as he promptly joined his master at the forge to resume their work. He made sure to thank both of them before leaving the workshop. Oh. Well, about time we grab some lunch. Come on, guys, I know a place around these parts. Sure thing. Max then led you across the main district, passing by the marketplace before taking a right turn into a narrower street. There was a restaurant there, with a rather obscure-looking sign, though as soon as you entered, you realized the place resembled a steakhouse rather strikingly. Huh, pretty fancy place. I guess so. Not everybody goes to eat here every day. Ah, the Swordfish Steakhouse. I read reviews about this place. Overall, they say the food is impeccable, but it can be quite pricey. Yeah, it can be, but it's worth it, I'd say. Oh, I don't doubt it. Although, a steakhouse for lunch, Max, isn't that a bit much? Why's that? Well, for one, I'd much rather opt for a lighter meal around this hour. A slab of meat is just too much for me. Not for me. I could go with more meat any time of the day. Still, I think they do serve quail and fresh seafood here, too. There's plenty of options, Alex. But I still highly recommend trying out the steak here. It'll be my treat. Huh. Well... sure. What the heck. Since it's your treat, I guess I should try it out at least. That's the spirit. You won't regret it, Alex. So let's order up, shall we? You briefly looked at the menu as you all grabbed a seat, though by the time the waiter came by, Max already knew what to order for everyone. 3 buffalo steaks. It seems like that's the only thing y'all eat around this area. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm gonna give a quick shout out to my bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate you. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silvermoon. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Amr. You are awesome. We love you. We hope you enjoy your new icon. And anyway, if y'all want to get your name in the credits and get access to our Not Safe for Work videos, it's as little as $5. Anyway, I love you all, and I see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!